So you've set your goals for the month, you started working towards them, but things aren't going the way you wanted. What's going on? Welcome! I'm Precious of the Precious Pavilion, an awesome community of people living fulfilled and focused lives while enjoying the process. And today we're talking about how to be content while working towards your goals. I love to define terms just so that we're all coming from the same place. So, what does it mean to be contented? According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, contented is defined as feeling or showing satisfaction with one's possessions, status, or situation. Now, what does being contented have to do with working towards your goals? Well, I say that to advance in life requires an abundance mindset. So if you are setting goals, trying to achieve them from the mental position that you are in lack, from a scarcity mindset, that you're doing these things because you don't have, and need to stop not having or not being whatever it is that you're trying to have and be, that's not sustainable, and that's also not a fun approach to things. And that's where today's passage comes in. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verses 6 to 8 says, "But godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content." So, with this understanding that we just need to be content with what we have. Your basic needs are met? Awesome. Okay. So, you can sigh a breath of relief because now setting goals, working to achieve them, you know that you're coming from a good starting position. You have a good foundation, and as the passage we just went over tells us, to live godly and be content is our primary aim. Everything else, including those goals that we have set, are secondary. So, living godly, which means to be like God, being holy, wanting to love our neighbor as ourselves, really be the Jesus on earth that other people see, and living out the Bible as we study it, coupled with being content, being grateful for the things that we already have, being satisfied, not satisfied in the sense that you are lazy with your life, or you, when presented with the opportunity, a good opportunity to advance and do something better, you're like, nah, I'm good. No, instead you're like, okay, I'm grateful to be where I am, but I can still, strive to be even better, to have a better influence, or just enjoy to a new level, That is where gratitude comes in, because contentment is all about that satisfaction that we read or went over from the Merriam-Webster definition. How can you can't be satisfied with where you are in life or what you have if you don't recognize where you are and what you have. And that requires gratitude. That's why an attitude of gratitude is the way to go. I love that it rhymes because it's easy to remember. And when things are easier to remember, they're easier to implement, That's why I say gratitude is the vehicle to becoming content. Because when you are grateful to God and you can appreciate the progress that you've already made towards your goals or the knowledge that you've acquired thus far, you're able to maintain perspective, and the entire course of your journey towards whatever goal or goals that it is you're trying to attain is much more enjoyable, as well as just smoother overall, because your attitude, your mindset really will shape the experience you have in life and in the shorter chapters as far as achieving goals is concerned. And that's why at every stage, as you make progress, let's say you are trying to, I don't know why fitness is such an easy example, but you're trying to make fitness your lifestyle. So you're like, okay, either I get a gym membership or I just go on walks. Every day we're going on a walk. Be it during my break, I'm just walking around, after work, after school, whatever the case may be. Once you get that little implementation step down, at that point, even at that first implementation point, that is progress you've made. All progress is valid. You express gratitude. because you're grateful, like, God, thank you for helping me get this first step. I'm gonna get this second step, and we're gonna like keep making moves in the right direction. As well as thanking your support system, because it is very difficult to do good things alone. That's why relationships, friendships are so important. They really make life worth living. Life is all about relationships. So, thanking your support system, whether that's your gym buddy, or let's say you have academic professional goals, that colleague, that classmate that you study with, or have been working on that new project with, and you are really collaborators, you're really good team members, show gratitude, because if you're going to leave something unsaid, why should it be something that can edify, that can encourage, that can remind somebody like what they're doing is having a positive impact? That shouldn't be left unsaid. And of course, thank yourself for putting the work in, showing up day in, day out. You should thank yourself as well, because you're showing up for yourself. And speaking of yourself, you are the one that set the goals that you are currently pursuing. So you got to put your blinders on, so to speak. Have that sense of tunnel vision. Quit looking around. Okay, where are you looking? Because if it's your goals, your life, your journey, why are you looking at what the next person is doing? They could have completely different goals. And even if they have the same goals, they could be starting from a different foundation, starting line. They could just be starting from a different place, as well as you just need to recognize like y'all are different people. So to answer that question, where are you looking? The answer should be, I say, to look to God and look at yourself. Look unto God for your motivation, for your direction, for the wisdom, knowledge, drive that it will take to set good goals and actually achieve them, as well as looking at yourself and your progress alone, because comparison, it doesn't lead to anything good. Comparison will either inflate your ego and make you think that you're doing more than you actually are doing, which is not a good place to be. Okay, self-deceit is very dangerous. Or deflate you and make you feel like, wow, I mean, I thought I was making progress, but everybody else is doing so much more, so much faster, so much better. Even if that were true, you're more likely to benefit from asking those people questions than to just simply take everything at face value as if they don't have mentorship, as if they don't have maybe a more connected support system or just what have you. Minimizing the progress you've already made will not help you make better or more substantial progress moving forward. It could sometimes, and it does in some people's cases and lives, just stop you in your tracks. And you started this to see it to the end. Everything God starts, he completes. So an aspect of godliness, which is being like God from today's passage that we went over, is starting things with the intention that you're going to see it through. And that is where confidence stems from, you know? And as you increase your confidence by setting goals, actually attaining those goals, you're more successful. It's like a beautiful cycle that begins. And why do we say quit looking around? Because you need to remember that you are you. You are custom, one of one, designed by God and put on this earth in this point in time. There is no competition. So why are you competing with other people? If you want to compete with other people, you better be on the track or on the court, like, you know, in some athletic arena type of thing, you know? But when it comes to life and just goals, nah, let's not do that. Compete rather with who you were yesterday. Or by the end of the day, even who you were this morning. So you didn't do your morning routine. Are you doing your evening routine? Think about that. Literally, like, this is how I approach things, because yesterday we were being entertained, watching way too many shows, way too many movies, blah, 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 instead of putting in the work. Be it refining my study methods because I am a student, or, you know, updating my LinkedIn, which I'm gonna get to work on after this video. Just watch. Or whatever the case may be, you know, like, there is no competition with other people's. Focus on yourself. because you're wasting time looking outside. Like, every minute you're looking like, wow, they closed another deal. Yeah, they did. And we should rejoice with those that rejoice, you know? Mourn with those that mourn. Rejoice with those that rejoice, as the Bible says. You can close a deal if you stop looking and focused on learning how to present better. Why aren't you the ones getting sales? Either you're asking them questions or you're signing up for another masterclass, you know, increasing your knowledge, refining your tactics, and overall asking God for the wisdom. Because leaning on your own understanding, trying to do things in your own might, it can only take you so far. That's why willpower, as all the studies will affirm, like, is not sufficient on its own. So look unto God and look at your progress. Look at yours alone. There's always more to the picture. So just find peace in that and enjoy, like, this is your journey. This is your goals that you're trying to do, you know? And last but not least, of course, have fun. Achieving goals, generally speaking, is not a linear process. So it is imperative that we slow down and really inhabit every moment. Take it for what it is. That's why here at the Precious Pavilion, we emphasize, yes, we're fulfilled, you know, we're living fulfilled and focused lives, but we're enjoying the process, okay? This life is a gift. Every single day is a gift from God. You can seize the day, but you can receive it as the gift that it is. And so having that mindset, you're like, yeah, I'm putting in the work, blah, 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 but it's fun as well, because that's another box checked. That's another reminder to myself that I'm reliable to myself, that when I set a goal, that I can and will achieve it. And I'm grateful to God for how He has sustained me every single step along the way. And I'm content for what I have, for who I am, for where I am. But even while working towards my goals, I'm still counting my blessings. I'm still giving thanks. It seems almost antithetical, but it really isn't. Because how can you work towards something in a wholesome manner, in a sustainable manner, and not be grateful for what you've already achieved or acquired or grown into thus far? Like, don't take what you have for granted. Like, you want more, but you don't even value what you have now. And yes, what you have may seem so small in one capacity or another. There's always something to give thanks for. Even if it's just the breath in your nostrils, even if it's just the hope you have. Contentment and hope, they're like this, because it takes being grateful for what you have to be able to hope that if I can have this, I can be this. You know, the friendships, the love that I'm experiencing right now, I can hope for tomorrow and have that assurance that things can get better. They're good now. If they're bad now, they can get better. It's like people talking about hitting rock bottom. The only way is up. And in that, even in those moments, you can be grateful and content because you have the perspective to go up in the room. So let yourself flourish. Have fun. Because honestly, life mustn't be so stuffy and serious all the time. Enjoy it. Take some pictures. Go on a walk. Enjoy the sun. I'm enjoying the sunlight. It was like really cloudy yesterday. So I'm grateful because it's like perfect timing. You see, we're practicing it right now. Because I'm working towards the goal of like being a better content creator, being a better YouTuber, engaging with y'all here at the Precious Pavilion better. Even though, as of today filming, I have 7 subscribers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? And I'm content. Like, I'm happy for all 7 of those people that are here. And I'm also working towards the goal of growing this community. Because I know what I have to say is of value to people. And my audience is out there. They're just yet to find me. And they're going to find me real soon. You know, like, it's just practicing. Walk around wherever you're living right now. Point out things that you're grateful for. And give all the glory to God. Because To whom much is given, much is also expected. This gratitude attitude is the winning one. So I highly suggest that if you haven't adopted it yet, adopt it now. And that's why even on my art Instagram, follow me, linked in the description box. Every Thursday since I think this June, I started just doing Thankful Thursdays. At first it was like, I just need to engage with my followers, and because the algorithm can be funky sometimes, like I'd be posting things and my followers that follow my content wouldn't see my content. I know, strange. So it was the story. But then I was like, I don't have anything to say really. So I was like, okay, let's make this a conversation. I ask y'all a question. What are you thankful for today? Every Thursday, bright and early. Although one day I did forget because I had a final exam and like I remembered at like 1 something p.m. But yeah, like every Thursday is Thankful Thursday. What are you thankful for today? I share like 2 or 3 things that I'm thankful for. Some of my followers reply, and it's just a weekly reminder. We always have something to be thankful for. Contentment with godliness is key. It is great gain. That's the Bible, okay? I'm reporting. I'm just echoing that, okay? And in that vein, as the year wraps up, I'll be sharing snippets of my own journey and lessons that I've learned while working towards my own goals, because we're in this together. Don't feel like I'm just talking at you, telling you to comment down below, although I'd like it if you would. Please do. And just like telling you stuff. No, the Precious Pavilion is a community and we're doing this together. So yeah, I'll be sharing snippets of my own journey as the year wraps up and throughout my time here as a YouTuber, obviously. But I'm gonna be using the same biblical advice that I'm bringing today as far as being content while working towards your goals. So stay tuned for that. And since you liked this video, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. I hope so anyway. Please like it. Subscribe below if you haven't yet. And remember, I'm precious. So are you. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay blessed.